Sorry to be stupid, but if you change it, how does that affect the camera? That's not... You don't need to apologize for that. Controls. Keybinds. Down here. Somewhere. Move to cursors. Set control scheme. WASD. Experimental. You've got the right-click free look, like you were playing World of Warcraft or something. Feels pretty natural and good, honestly. Like, I'm already very, very used to it. Like, they implemented it like like they would in any other game. So, if you're especially like a fan of MMOs, it'd feel right at home with this controller setup. But let's see. Shin Megumi asks what we're up to today. Sorry. I gotta get back to left click. I'll never get used to this. I mean, I will get used to it. I think I'll get used to it fairly quickly, but right now I don't wanna. Okay. So we need like a ramp up here. Shouldn't be too terrible. It looks like it's very much been started over here. Can we get a wagon up here? Okay, we can get a wagon up here. So like wagon-wise, we're doing good. Not wagon. Cart-wise, we're good. Terraforming our wagon road, that's pretty much it. Can I make this little hop with a wagon? Yes. I keep saying wagon. I mean cart. Carts can make these hops. Wagons take smaller hops. Well, wagons should be able to do a height 2 difference. I don't know personally. It sounds like there was some debate on that topic. Cart should be able to do 3 if we are correct. Yeah. Someone said wagons can do 1. So that's what I've been aiming for. If they can do 2, that's delightful. Means all like the weird switchbacks I've done in certain places. Guess we will find out for sure. Yeah, that's kind of why I'm aiming for a height difference of exactly 1. Because if I'm wrong, it doesn't hurt anything. If anything, it just makes the trip easier. Because you'll have a wagon one day. I did reach 20 construction. Hey, if you want 20 construction, you can come out here and help me terraform. Like, this is a really easy way to boost your construction if you want, like, carts and wagons. Trying to think of what height I actually need up here. We'll get up to 113 and then I'll hop up here. Easiest way to like find out what height you're going for is to drop like a terraforming platform over here. Because then you can see like what level this is currently at. And I'll know what level this needs to be. Got 3 hours of travel ahead of you, so, but maybe tonight? When you say travel, do you mean in real life or in the game? Right here. Get me down from here. I'm trapped. In real life. Oof. Good luck with that. Going home for 4th of July, or... What am I doing? I'm sneezing. Bless me. Do it. Bless me. 119. So this one needs to be 118. Visiting a friend. That sounds nicer. For the first time ever, I'm kind of skipping the 4th of July. Like, you know, when my kids were young, I was like, I'm gonna set things on fire and blow up, you know, a small portion of our town. It'll be exciting. The kids will love it. And my son was fairly into it. But, like, we live in the bayou. And still, like, within city limits, so... Most of the things I can do are kind of illegal fireworks-wise. And my daughter is so sensitive to sound that she would, like, run inside and, like, watch from the window with, like, noise-canceling headphones. Meanwhile, me and my son are getting demolished by mosquitoes. Like, no one's having a particularly great time. It's like those little, like, really tiny roller coasters at, like, county fairs. You're like, yeah, this is for toddlers. It's a good time if you're 2. But nobody around here's 2 anymore. And so our little itty bitty fireworks display in our backyard is done. And so we're just doing nothing. In fact, I got so used to the idea of doing actually nothing for the 4th of July. Like, I got jump scared by fireworks last night. Like, there was just a loud explosion outside of my house. And, like, it's fair. Like, you get really mad for a second when you're like, I didn't know this was coming. But then you're like, it's the 3rd of July. I should have seen this one coming. Because, like, fireworks are gonna go off for, like, the next month or 2. I don't know how things are where you guys live, but, like, the 4th of July is definitely not confined to the actual 4th of July. Like, the 4th of July is constrained to, like, your personal fireworks supply. And so if you're like setting them off and you get tired, you're just like, I'll set some more off tomorrow. You're in Australia and you don't do anything. Come on, don't you guys celebrate some kind of independence from the British? Wait, you guys did get independent of the British at some point, I assume. Like there's a whole Australian system of government. Do like half your taxes go to the Queen? I'm sorry for my geopolitical ignorance here. There's also a slight chance. When I saw Aust, my first thought was Austin, Texas. But when you said you didn't do anything for the 4th of July, I'm like, that's not an Austin, Texas thing to do. But man, like you guys must set off fireworks for something, surely. Maybe like New Year's Day? Is that a big firework day for you? Because I imagine you kind of have the same problem then, like fireworks go off New Year's Day or New Year's Eve. Technically New Year's Day? The moment the clock strikes midnight, it would be New Year's Day. And then everyone realizes they've still got fireworks left, so they set them off the next day too. Like, I'm assuming that experience is international. Mastam. This part of the terraforming process is brutal. And you have to go up like a serious height distance. Like if you have to go up like more than 10, it becomes super annoying. Like if you have to go up like 20, like you're starting to approach like half an hour of digging. Because you see how it's going up to like 440? You go up like a single tile, it's 16. You go up like 2 tiles, it might get up to like 40. So like the farther you go from your natural height, the harder it is to dig. Alright. This is 118. So this should be 17, 16, 15 in this order. It's all 110 from down here. $17, $16, $15, $14, $13, $12, $11, $10, $9, $8. Whew, we're doing it. Sorry, you guys have arrived at the most boring part of the road building. once this is complete, getting big materials back to the base will be nice and easy. The biggest problem for doing this around the pine forest are these tier 4 trees that, like, we can't remove because we don't have tier 3 axes. And we can't make tier 3 axes without tier 3 stations. Can't remember if this one's 18 or 17. I think this one is 17. 16, 15. That sounds about right. Fireworks are illegal for households, but they do go off for New Year's Eve. Oh. That's a bummer. Kinda. Like, yeah, it's really easy to burn down everyone's house here. Fires break out like nobody's business. But, you know, freedom and all that. Kind of a big deal around here. In fact, being from Montana, there are like Indian reservations in my home state. And the thing about Indian reservations is they've got a little bit of national sovereignty. Like, oh, not a lot. And, you know, they stuffed them in like the worst corners of the world. But they do have the ability to sell illegal fireworks without fear of reprisal. So, if you're feeling particularly frisky, you can go to the Indian reservation and buy yourself some nice firework, like, you know, weapons grade fireworks. And I'm not gonna say I did that, or that my parents did that when we were kids. But it was definitely a thing we could do. And, you know, nobody died. But yeah, I remember the big booms. Because you could just like straight up buy the equivalent of like a quarter stick of dynamite. I think they just called them like M100s or something. M180. Like, it got to the... Those are fun because, like, they get to the point where... Like, the naming convention just kind of, like, goes out the window and they're just like, alright, this... We're gonna give it, like, the actual measurement name. Like, it's probably short for, like, micro 80 milligrams of gunpowder. And that was always fun. You take like a little saucepan or like a mixing bowl and you sneak one of those under it and you light it and you run away. And so it gives you that big pang. And the mixing bowl goes into the stratosphere. Super entertaining. Still can't remember if you're supposed to be 18 or 17. So we're going to shoot for 17. We're just going to feel it out. Are those bird chirps in game or out of game? Feel like I've got some very agitated birds outside. Somebody might have been firing fireworks at them for, you know, this is just a great reason to be agitated. I'm looking at like the soundboard on my like recording studio here. I mean OBS studio. I'm like, I don't see birds peeking out there, so I think there's just like a bird who's like, things have been exploding all night, and I am not a fan. Not enough stamina. Eat more bulb paste. This is a great opportunity to hop down from here. I can't hop down from here. This is the worst terraforming spot there is. Let's hurry up and finish it off so I can despawn this and get off. I think this guy's supposed to be 17. Let me know if you think this is the most boring stream in the world. In terms of like Empire goals, like I can do other things. Primarily what I can do is like forage until my foraging gets up to the level where I can get the materials we need. Because we've gotten to the point where like I need other members of our society to get the things we need. It's like, I don't have the terraforming 30 required. Okay, yeah, you are 118. So you're 17. The building process to success is part of it? Yeah. I also like want to entertain people. Like, I think I'm doing a pretty good job of rambling. The holidays give you a nice topic to ramble about, too. Hey, Max, if it's at midnight between 2 years, it's technically fine. In Australia? I do wonder, like, how much you can get away with in Australia. Like, it's not like you can go out into, like, the outback. I mean, like, there's technically nothing stopping you from going to, like, the impossible to keep populated portions of Australia. And if you set a firework off there, like, nobody will know, right? Well, no police wants to do the paperwork? Yeah. Like, that's one of my favorite things about laws. Is if it feels stupid, police just don't do anything about it. Like, it's nice to have them on the books. I mean, I say that, but like, it's also very terrifying to have them on the books. Like, America has some like super weird state laws in like random places. Things like you can't eat ice cream with a giraffe along this river, etc. Like, laws like that. And you wonder like how things like that become a law. It really feels like somebody held a really personal grudge against somebody like really weird. You wouldn't even know where you'd go to buy fireworks. Yeah, that is kind of a tough one. So, like, if you're in Australia, like, I imagine you'd get busted immediately if you imported fireworks. And it's, like, way too high of a risk to, like, make your own fireworks. Ice cream with a giraffe, I need to try this. Let me see if I can find the exact law, because, like, I wasn't entirely making that up, but I don't know if I got the details. The giraffe law in Georgia. In Atlanta, Georgia... Well, hang on, that's an AI response. Stupid AI response. I want, like, actual facts, please. Oh my god. Somebody wrote, like, a novel. I just want, like, the Wikipedia page. In Atlanta, it's illegal to tie your giraffe to a street lamp or telephone pole. Alright. Let's see. Sarasota. What is singing law? It is technically illegal to sing while wearing a bathing suit in Sarasota. That's a law I broke once. Went on a road trip with a friend, and we stopped by Sarasota, Florida, so we could sing in public in our bathing suits. You've broken that law way too much. You sing in your bathing suit? I think another one is you can't tie an elephant to a parking meter or something. That makes sense. Let's see. You were one 19, 18, 17, right? So I think you might be 16 here. You're 17, you're 16. There was like some... I think there's a place in Arizona where it's illegal to give a donkey a bath. Or at least not in like a bathtub. And like, I actually knew the story behind that one. I believe there was a big flood and it demolished a lot of houses, but there was like a donkey who survived in a bathtub because he was being bathed at the time. And like, so the donkey's just like floating in a bathtub, and it like the fire department needed to like save the donkey, and it was a ton of work and effort, and they never wanted to do it again, so they're like, this can't happen. Like, next time the donkey just needs to drown. Which, you know, is an interesting take. Because I feel like you could just not save the donkey, too. Like, you're an adult, you can make that decision. But I think they felt an obligation because they knew the donkey was alive and they could see him and he was savable, and they're just like, I guess. And so you get like this weird law where you're like, okay, no more bathing donkeys. Alright? We need to make sure the donkey is unsavable in the event of a flood. Which in Arizona is going to happen like once. I don't even think they got a river. Is it on the border? I don't even... Like, it might touch the Rio Grande for like a second, but I don't think it does. I think it's above New Mexico. I don't know. I tend to avoid the desert. Like, I have a hard enough time living out here in the bayou. 17, 16, 15. Cool. So we can just dig this one until the digging's done. The donkey was probably real stressed out too. Yeah. You don't like sand either? Me neither. But like, I was born in the pine forest, like this one. Like, I could survive out here. I know like what berries I can eat. I know what plants not to touch. I know what animals to run from, which ones to make noise at, when to appear big, when to appear small, when to play dead. Like, I could survive in this mess. You put me in the desert and I'll be like, huh, there's no water. And the only animal I can find to eat is this scorpion. Welp. And then I die. Like, immediately. Like 10 minutes out there and I'm just like, I've done enough. I had a good run. Plop. You like water, not sand? Yeah. I like clear spring water. I'm not much of an ocean person either. Like, I spent a lot of time afraid of the ocean. Like, I'm a real confront your fears kind of guy. And so, like, I try to, like, engage with the things I'm scared of so I'll be less scared of them. But the ocean was always, like, a big one for me. And I didn't realize there was, like, a shelf at the beach. Like, I thought, like, you walk, like, 5 feet into the beach and like all of a sudden you were up to your neck. Didn't realize like you could go out there quite a ways and like still have your feet touch the ground. That was an amazing revelation to me.